the true power behind the throne. Maloghurst. Who the hell was he? Why is he called the Twisted? Well, back in the Horus Heresy days, back in the good old days, the olden days, he was the equerry to the War Master. So the legions were huge organizations, and they had to interact with many different, I guess, sub-factions within this newly minted thing called the Imperium. So coordinating these efforts fell to the equerry, coordinating between the Legiones Astartes, his cousin legions, the Titanicus, Mechanicus, and just a myriad other Imperial war factions. It's not something that Horus had to delegate, and Maloghurst was his main enforcer. Spymaster, Chief Enforcer, and later Esoterist, Maloghurst was Horus's go-to guy to get stuff done. Maloghurst had become crippled, his body ruined on the world of 6319 during the final days of the Great Crusade. His spine deformed, he was retired from active service, active combat service, serving in the ranks of the Legion beyond the remit of what you'd expect a normal Astartes to be. These guys are living weapons, not politicians. Assassination, propaganda, and spying became the new tasks to which he took to with great talent. His moniker, the Twisted, not only refers to his ruined body, but also his twisted mind. His eye for politics, his eye for all these wonderful underhanded schemes that Horus needed to get done. As the heresy bloomed, Maloghurst's role came to encompass the mirrored treacheries of the warp as well. Not only was he seeking mundane power, but also the esoteric power of the four gods. He helped develop the Luperci, which were the Sons of Horus version of the Possessed, and communicate with the Fell powers on behalf of the War Master. Twisted indeed. So this miniature, it's surprisingly good. I don't mean that as a backhanded compliment at all. I'm not sure what it is about studio photos, but they never quite seem to capture the essence of a sculpt. Maybe a video's better at it, I'm not sure, but holding it in hand, it's full of exquisite details. It's a really nice sculpt. And no, it's not in Primaris scale. It's just in normal Space Marine scale. It scales well with the rest of your collection. No worries there. This was painted in a more, I guess you could call traditional grimdark style, like the early Forge World style, a militaristic style. So what is that? It's an attempt to detail everything as if you're looking at it without a filter. It's a reliance on microabrasions, pitting, battle damage, and realistic light sourcing. So although edge highlighting is used, it isn't the primary source of the highlight. Instead, we can use a thing called zenithal highlighting, so playing with light sources. The aim behind this style of painting is to present the character without a filter, to step into the universe and see every detail as a realised, believable thing that you're viewing in front of you. In order to achieve this, the hairspray technique was used to create a barrier between the undercoat and the paint job. This was then dissolved with water and chipped away to create realistic pits and battle damage in the armour. Bronze and cold golds were used to highlight the shoulder pads and banner to give an uncompromising look across the entire character. And when painting the miniature as badly mauled as this, please take the opportunity to show that on the miniature. Purples, magenta, dark blues, all were used, all were glazed into the shadows, into the battle scars to create a positively horrid skin tone. And if you were interested to learn how to paint this, there will be a full 4K tutorial up relatively soon. Time of speaking, after 2020, 2021, who can say what time is anymore? But there's already a full masterclass on the Sons of Horus green, as well as how to paint the black. Indeed, well, there's Horus on there, Abaddon, there's a couple of infantry, there's even a tank, as well as 4 years worth of materials. So it's a vast library that you'll gain access to for $15 a month, with no minimum sign up, no contract whatsoever. Sign up, dive in, enjoy. Paint anything, paint everything. Okay, I have painted a second version of this miniature. Now, these miniatures were sent to me by my clients. I know it's deeply unfair that they sold out so quickly. Neither of these are mine, and I'm not scalping these. I don't want to read in the comments below that, and I didn't even get one. These aren't my miniatures. They were painted for clients. They're commission work. The second one was painted alongside the first, but I used black armor instead. So all the earliest Maloghurst imagery has them in black armor. I thought it'd be quite cool to riff off that, as well as go on the traditional Sons of Horus route. The Sons of Horus green is always so much fun to paint because it's such a challenge to get that perfect, cool, minty Sons of Horus look to it. And that's it. That's the miniature. That's the rundown. Hope you've enjoyed this video. Hope you've gained something from it. And I will catch you in the next one.